Hi guys, Paul Pluter on the Paul Pluter channel, the ArchieLuxury corporate and the ArchieLuxury channel. Today guys, we're talking State of the Collection 2018, and today we are doing an update. And because my collection's gotten so big, I've decided to do it in parts. So this part today is the ladies section. The ladies section. And let's start today with the red box. No, not a Cartier red box, a Rolex, because every woman needs a Rolex. A Rolex. Have a look. Da-da-da-da. This here is a Rolex. A Rolex Oyster Perpetual date. So this here is a very, very special piece indeed. This model reference number is 79160. This is a Rolex Oyster Perpetual date. So with the ladies models, the date is still the same size as the date just. What the difference is that the dates themselves there, they generally had the smooth bezel as opposed to the engine turned fluted bezel. So this watch here is basically the same spec as a date just, except it has the smooth bezel. These traditionally also came with oyster bracelets, but you could get them on a Jubilee as well. So this here is the ladies Rolex Oyster Perpetual date. And it's a steel stunner. In many ways here, this is a gorgeous watch. I love this watch. This is one of the greatest ladies watches of all time because it's waterproof. You can take this baby in the pool. You can wash the dishes. You can wash your hands. It's a good piece to wear. And in my collection there, it fits a very special slot because, in my opinion, I think it marries up to the Rolex Explorer 2. That's also on an oyster bracelet. Compare the two. This is a his and hers. It's a his and hers two-piece meal deal. Two-piece meal deal from Rolex. And I got to be honest with you, that's a stunner. A steel stunner. I think this watch here is great. It is absolutely great. The interesting thing is, every woman I've showed it to, when I've given them a choice of either a Rolex date with the oyster bracelet and smooth bezel, or a date just with a Jubilee bracelet and a white gold fluted bezel, they've always picked the date just. However, I think this watch here is a bit of a sleeper. I think it's understated, under the radar, and I think it's a design icon. And when it's me paying the bills, I think that's the way to go. So what do I think? I love it. No holes case. It doesn't have solid end links, but it doesn't really matter in this smaller size piece collection. I think it's a absolute stunner of a watch. It's a cool ladies' watch. I think it's a great way to go. So, State of the Collection. It's been there now for a couple of years, and I think I will keep it in the collection. I like it a lot. I like this one a lot. It means a lot. It's waterproof. It's modern. I like that white dial. It's a really cool watch. It's cool. It's very cool. It's cool. I've just had this State of the Collection update. I had it fully serviced. That's correct. I've had it fully serviced and pressure tested for water diving adventures with female company. So there you go. That's the Rolex Oyster Perpetual date. What do I think of it? I love it. I love it. I love it. I always wanted to have a 7 Series ladies watch because the model reference used to be 69160 for this reference, and this is a 79160. I've always wanted the 7 Series. I thought there was a little bit of snobbery improvement on it there. They were no holes cases. They had a few little pips and squeaks, and I gotta say, I love it. I absolutely love the Rolex Oyster Perpetual date. I love it. I think it's cool. It's a very, very cool ladies watch. And I've got to tell you, one thing I love about this watch so much is the fact that it's on that killer, that's right, it's on that killer box, the red box, man. That is just so cool. Who doesn't want a red box? That is just beautiful, beautiful piece. Let's move on to the second piece, and we're with the ladies. They like gifts. This is the Omega. This is the chocolate box. This is the chocolate box because it looks like a box of chocolates. And this here is where I have the second piece in the ladies collection. This is State of the Collection 2018. This is an Omega stainless steel constellation. It's an absolute stunner. This here is a piece which I really, really love. The Omega constellation. This here was their top of the line. This here's got a grey dial, which I really do love. It adds a bit of choice to the ladies collection. We've got the white dial Rolex Oyster Perpetual date, and we've got a grey dial Omega constellation. This is top of the line constellation, stainless steel, brushed finish. This is a quality piece. I'm very happy to have it in the collection. I think it adds a bit of sensible status to the collection. This watch itself is a quartz movement watch. The ladies really do like the quartz. Just basically wear it when you wanna put it on. Very simple, very easy to do. It's easy to do. The Omega constellation. So guys, quick shirt change. Wristwatch check. I just changed to my Zenith. And I was talking about the Omega constellation. This here is a very, 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 very cool watch. I mean, look at this box here. Look at this chocolate. I could eat it myself there. It's just so beautiful. And I love the ribbon. Beautiful red ribbon there. Rippled texture. It's like a Whitman sampler. And I gotta tell you guys, this watch here, I think was an absolute bargain. How did I get it? I tell you how I got it. I actually got this watch from E-Lady. That's a Japanese-based seller. They're in Japan, and I basically bought the watch from E-Lady. I don't get any kickback from them, so please do not think I get a kickback. I get absolutely nothing. E-Lady, if you sign up to their newsletter, they give you 5 to 10% off, as well as monthly specials. And I think it was, what was it? I think it was $5.25 US, plus I got 5 or 7.5% off. Anyhow, I gotta tell you, it was a really cool watch. I love it. I always thought the constellation that Omega makes is just a gorgeous ladies watch. And this is the small version. This is the small ladies. This is not the big size, because my genre of ladies I like to go out with are Asian ladies. So that's generally what I do. So so I got the watch. Now you might say, well, where did you get the chocolate box from? I bought the chocolate box from eBay. That's right. I bought the chocolate box from eBay, and I just love this box. This box is so lovable. I adore it. I adore the chocolate box. So you add an Omega constellation to the chocolate box, you got a beautiful, beautiful type watch there. So definitely, I'm one for matching up stuff. You know, if you can buy the watch, it doesn't have box or papers, well, then all of a sudden you get a box, the right box, period correct box for it. You got a combo meal deal. So that's how I got this ladies constellation. And I gotta tell you, E-Lady, they can be shits. I said to them, I had a few women I was dating at the time. I measured their hand, and I thought, I might need a few links. Could I get some links? And they're just typical Japanese in the sense they say, no link. Now I'm thinking, I thought I'll take a punt, and I should be able to buy links from Omega if necessary. That's what I thought of. But anyhow, it turns up, and it's longer than they put in the description. It's actually quite a nice bracelet. So I kind of, that's a bit of a winner chicken dinner. So that's the Connie, the constellation, a quartz constellation. The beauty of this is if you're going on a date with a woman, you can just slip it on. It's already said it's quartz. It's always right. It's always correct. An Omega, it's a quality piece. Got a bit of water resistance. It's not waterproof. I wouldn't go swimming with it. You want to be a bit careful. But hey, it's a nice modern Omega constellation. And look, you present it in the chocolate box. And it's a beautiful gift. I love this. I absolutely love the Connie. It's a very, I think it's a very, very cool wrist watch. It's a very, very cool wrist watch. That's what it is. It's a gorgeous wristwatch for Weeses to wear. And actually, it's got an inner tube there, so you can shrink it a bit there. It's all set to go. So I got to be completely honest with you. I think that's a gorgeous wrist watch. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a gorgeous wristwatch, and I'm very happy to have that. That's for sure in the collection. Look at that wristwatch, chocolate box, wristwatch. How is that not a bad, beautiful piece? I love that watch. I absolutely love the Omega constellation. I love it in steel. Now let's move on to the very, this is the top shelf of my ladies collection. And this is the ultimate red box. The ultimate red box. It's Cartier. Cartier. Look at that. Wowzers. Old money. Old money. This is what it's all about. Fuckaroonies. It's Cartier. Look at that there. It's the Benoit, the bathtub watch. And this piece here, what a gorgeous piece to have, to behold, to possess. Oh my God, Cartier Benoit. This is beautiful. 18 karat, solid gold, not plated. This is 18K. Look at the glass on this, just a curved glass. It's got the 18K, that's right, not plated. This is an 18K buckle. This piece here is, I absolutely adore it. I've actually owned a similar piece. I owned a similar piece early 2000s when I just came back from Thailand, and I was destitute and broke, and I sold it to European watch gallery, Shawnee. I sold it to him, that was 15 years ago. I was just needed the money. And I've always wanted one again. And I had the mini Banois, which the mini Banois doesn't have the crown. It's got you press it at the back to advance the time, which is a real bitch. Nothing, the crown is beautiful, it's a sapphire. That's the one to get. So I got that. That other one, the mini Banois, had actually been repaired by a guy who worked at Cartier, and he did a bit of moonlighting. You know, did a little bit of how would you put it? He did jobs on the side, and it still was fucking playing up. And you don't really have a warranty when someone's repaired it who does moonlighting. You can't really say, "Hey, this doesn't fucking work. Joe Bloggs did it." You know, you just can't do that. So I got rid of that piece, and I got to tell you, this one here, absolute stunner, absolutes. I bought this piece here on eBay, and it was actually, I'll tell you what I got this for. It was $3,300. They had a 10% code, so I got it for $3,000 Australian, and it had a horrible aftermarket strap on. It was just horrible and thick. It was awful. And it also had horrible pins. The pins they had used, you guessed it, they'd pinched this. They were actually, I think they're gold-plated pins because it's a gold watch. They'd pinched them and they'd put steel ones in, which was really nasty. So what I did was, one of the ladies in question, we went to Cartier and I said, "Excuse me, let's pick a strap." And I was hoping she'd pick a black strap, but she ended up picking this burgundy, which I must say, it really suits it. This just pops. It absolutely pops. This is just a gorgeous Cartier ladies watch. Solid gold. This is $12,000 Australian for a equivalent model. Now, the interesting thing is with this piece is this was actually the larger. They had the mini Banois, and then they had the larger one. This now has become, they've actually revamped the Banois line. I don't like how they've done it. When I had my lady friend with me at Cartier, they actually said, you know, people actually want this model. They want the model I've got. And this has now become their mini, which is strange because they had a smaller one even. But anyhow, that's just how it is. The hormones in the chicken. Hormones in the chicken. This one here, it came from Brazil. Believe it or not, it came from Brazil. And it's all genuine Cartier. But what happened was, the bastards. Okay, so I got the strap organized and the Cartier put it on. Cartier then offered to replace the pins free of charge as long as I bought the leather. This is Cayman, some sort of fucking crocodile, I think, alligator, some sort of animal. And then what happened is, you guessed it, then I had to get the battery changed. I took it to an independent, Indy, and he said one of the screws on the back was fuctus. That's right. Some idiot had actually broken one of the screws, and worse than that, what they'd done is they'd actually glued the broken screw back in. And this is the problem. I bought this from a Brazilian seller. I don't want to say anything against Brazilians. I mean, I've had good dealings with Brazilians, and I've had bad dealings. And anyhow, what happened there was that it's a nasty situation. When I say a nasty situation, one of the screws got broken, so instead of fixing it, they just glued it back in place and say, "Not my problem, not my problem." So anyhow, I've sent the watch to Cartier. They have done a full service, which actually for a quartz watch isn't too bad. It was a couple $100. And it's come back, and you can see on the back of this watch, it's got the Cartier service sticker. That's the sticker there. That's the red writing there. It's a sticker that says Cartier International Service. So it's been fully overhauled, fully serviced by Cartier. 12-month warranty on it. So I gotta be honest with you. Look. By the time you take the discount off, and this watch here was it's again. I bought the box separately to the watch, and I got an original Cartier strap. Got it serviced. It probably owes me mid to high threes Australian, which I don't think is terrible. It's a beautiful watch. I think if I was to sell it, I'd want 5,000 Aussie, 4,000 US, and so basically it's had original Cartier strap on it, now brand new Cartier strap, full service, full box. I'm not selling it. This is part of my ladies collection. So there you go, guys. That is the ladies extravaganza. The ladies extravaganza. So as I said there, guys, I go on dates and I will let a lady who I like wear one of the timepieces. And once the date concludes, we just take the watch off. It goes back into my collection. So that is how it's done. That's the ladies collection. I've always loved a few ladies pieces. I love a good quality ladies luxury wristwatch. So that's State of the Collection 2018. I got more to do. Stay tuned, and I'll keep you up to date.